Aloha, it's Kiana Cayabyab, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. A special counsel has been appointed to oversee two Justice Department investigations into Donald Trump. Attorney General Merrick Garland named Jack Smith to the role. Smith led the DOJ's Public Integrity Section in Washington and was the acting chief federal prosecutor in Nashville, Tennessee. He more recently served as chief prosecutor for the special court in The Hague that investigates international war crimes. In his new role, Smith will combine investigations into efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election and the presence of classified documents at the Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Smith will report to Garland, who has final say over whether charges will be brought against the former president. The appointment comes just 3 days after Trump announced his plans to run for president in 2024. Elizabeth Holmes, the disgraced CEO of failed health technology firm Theranos, has been sentenced to more than 11 years in prison for cheating investors and endangering patients. Holmes had claimed that her startup would revolutionize blood testing. Theranos said it developed a device capable of detecting hundreds of diseases and medical conditions from a few drops of blood, but the technology never worked. Still, Holmes extracted hundreds of millions of dollars from investors. She was convicted on 4 counts of investor fraud and conspiracy in January. A U.S. District Court judge sentenced the 38-year-old to federal prison today. Holmes' team requested leniency and asked for no more than 18 months for the mother of a year-old son with another child on the way. The government recommended a term of 15 years. Elon Musk's management of Twitter is threatening to crash the popular social media platform. That's according to industry insiders and programmers who were fired or resigned this week. Since taking over Twitter less than 3 weeks ago, Musk has axed half of the company's full-time staff, as well as contractors responsible for content moderation and other duties. This week, he delivered an ultimatum to remaining employees. He demanded that they pledge to, quote, hardcore work or resign with severance pay. Hundreds of employees signaled they were leaving ahead of an imposed Thursday deadline. Following the cutoff, Twitter sent an email to staff saying its offices would be closed until Monday. With key engineering teams gutted, Twitter faces potential problems with core services, content moderation, cybersecurity, and more. The mass departure this week comes as Twitter gears up for the World Cup, which is typically one of its busiest events. A 20-year-old man has been charged after he allegedly shot a 20-year-old woman in Kalihi. Joshua P. Kemp was charged Thursday with second-degree assault, carrying or possessing a loaded firearm on a highway, and place to keep a pistol or revolver. Police said a man drove the victim to a hospital at about 6 Tuesday evening. She had been seriously injured after sustaining a gunshot wound to her upper torso. Police determined that the man who dropped her off was the person who shot her. The pair were in a relationship, police said. Kemp was arrested in Kaneohe Thursday morning on suspicion of attempted murder and firearm offenses. Meanwhile, police opened a second-degree attempted murder investigation after a man was shot in Kalihi Valley early today. The victim sustained a gunshot wound to his lower extremities in the area of Likelike Highway and Ulu Street shortly after 4:15. He was last reported in good condition, though no arrests had been made as of this morning. Jack in the Box restaurants in Hawaii are about to get a new owner, but don't worry, the chain will still serve local favorites. Seattle-based Jack in the Box franchise operator Pars Group LLC bought the Hawaii and Guam franchise from Blue Pacific Management for an undisclosed sum. Pars said it will keep the 28 Jack in the Box restaurants in Hawaii and 2 in Guam open and plans to retain current employees. Also staying are local food favorites like the Portuguese sausage and egg with rice breakfast platter. Jack in the Box Hawaii's support for University of Hawaii athletics will also continue. Pars is looking to expand the brand in the islands and plans to open a new Ala Moana location in early 2023. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.